the ultimate winter garden survival guide. 10 hardy plants that laugh at cold weather. Winter doesn't have to mean saying goodbye to your beautiful garden. I'm Sam from Seniors Gardening Advice, and I'm about to show you something that completely changed how I approach cold season gardening. Most people think their outdoor spaces are doomed once temperatures drop, but that couldn't be further from the truth. These 10 remarkable plants not only survive winter, they thrive in it. Now, before I reveal these cold weather champions, I need you to do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, pause for just 2 seconds and click it. Why? Because we upload fresh gardening wisdom every single week, and I don't want you missing out on the techniques that have helped thousands of senior gardeners keep their yards stunning year-round. While you're at it, smash that like button too. It helps us reach more garden enthusiasts just like you. Let me share something important first. When I mention hardiness zones, I'm referring to the USDA Plant Hardiness Map. This map divides North America into different climate zones based on average minimum winter temperatures. Knowing your zone is absolutely critical for choosing plants that will actually survive in your specific area. Check your local zone before selecting any of these plants. Plant number 1, Winterberries. Let's kick things off with one of the most recognizable symbols of the winter season, Winterberries. You've definitely seen these beauties in holiday decorations and winter wreaths. What makes Winterberries absolutely phenomenal is their incredible cold tolerance. These shrubs are hardy all the way down to Zone 2, which means they can handle some seriously brutal weather conditions. The best time to get Winterberries into the ground is during autumn. They have specific preferences that you'll want to respect: full direct sunlight and consistently moist soil. When winter arrives and most plants look drab and lifeless, Winterberries explode with vibrant red berries that create stunning pops of color against snowy backgrounds. The visual impact they bring to a winter landscape is absolutely unmatched. Birds absolutely love them too, which brings wonderful wildlife activity to your winter garden. Plant number 2, blue spruce trees. Talk about picture-perfect winter scenery. The blue spruce is what dreams are made of when you imagine a classic winter landscape. Draped in fresh snow, these evergreen trees look like something straight out of a holiday card. Their hardiness spans zones 2 through 7, making them accessible to gardeners across most of the United States. Blue spruce trees demand one thing above all else: plenty of direct sunlight. Give them that, and they'll reward you with dense, blue-tinted needles that stay gorgeous all year long. These trees serve multiple practical purposes beyond just looking spectacular. They function as excellent sound barriers, blocking unwanted noise from roads or neighbors. They also provide valuable privacy screening and protection from harsh winds. Here's a crucial warning I need to give you. Never use insecticides on blue spruce trees. Insecticides strip away the waxy coating on the needles, and that coating is precisely what creates that distinctive bluish color we all love. Without it, your blue spruce loses its signature appearance. If you're dealing with pests, explore organic or mechanical solutions instead. If you're finding this information valuable, go ahead and drop a comment below telling me which plant you're most excited to add to your garden. I read every single comment, and I love hearing about your gardening plans and challenges. Plant number 3, coral bells, or heuchera. Coral bells are absolute showstoppers, especially if you have shady spots in your garden that need some visual interest. These perennials bring incredible foliage color, ranging from dark burgundy to bright chartreuse, depending on the variety you choose. They're hardy across zones 3 through 9, giving them excellent versatility for different climates. The key requirement for coral bells is proper drainage. They absolutely must have well-drained soil or their roots will rot during wet winter conditions. If you've been growing coral bells in containers throughout the warmer months, you need to transplant them into the ground before the first frost hits. Container-grown plants are far more vulnerable to freezing temperatures because their roots have less insulation than ground-planted specimens.
The colorful leaves of coral bells persist through much of winter in milder zones, providing visual appeal when most other plants have gone dormant. Even in colder areas, they bounce back vigorously each spring. Plant number 4, Catmint. Looking for a hardy alternative to lavender? Catmint delivers everything you love about lavender. Gorgeous purple blooms and wonderful fragrance with even greater toughness. This perennial is remarkably resilient and adaptable to challenging conditions. Catmint handles partial sunlight beautifully, making it perfect for those tricky spots that don't get full sun all day. It tolerates drought conditions surprisingly well once established. Perhaps most impressively, catmint grows successfully even in poor soil quality where other plants struggle. Deer won't touch it either, which is a massive advantage if you live in an area with significant deer populations. The purple flower spikes bloom prolifically and attract beneficial pollinators throughout the growing season. As winter approaches, the plant goes dormant but returns reliably each spring, often growing more vigorously than the previous year.
Plant number 5, Hostas. Hostas have earned their reputation as one of the most dependable shade-loving perennials available. They're hardy down to zone 3, tolerating extremely cold temperatures without complaint. These plants prefer partial sun rather than deep shade, contrary to what many beginning gardeners assume. The root system of hostas is short and fleshy, which creates one important vulnerability: frost exposure. Never allow the roots to sit exposed during freezing weather. Apply a generous layer of mulch around the base of each plant. This mulch serves 2 critical functions. First, it insulates the roots from extreme temperature swings. Second, it helps retain soil moisture. Here's why that moisture retention matters so much. Hosta leaves have enormous surface area. That large leaf surface causes water to evaporate rapidly from the soil, potentially dehydrating the plant. The mulch layer slows this evaporation dramatically. Beyond adding mulch, hostas require minimal winter preparation, making them wonderfully low maintenance. Before we continue, let me remind you to share this video with any fellow gardeners in your life who could benefit from this information. Sharing helps our seniors gardening advice community grow stronger, and it means the world to us.
Plant number 6, Primrose. Primrose plants are enchanting perennials that many people associate with fairy gardens and cottage-style landscapes. They're hardy across zones 3 through 8 and show a preference for light shade rather than intense direct sunlight. Like hostas, primroses develop shallow root systems that need winter protection. Before cold weather settles in, spread a protective mulch layer around the plants. This mulch blanket prevents the shallow roots from freezing solid and helps maintain consistent soil moisture levels throughout winter's freeze-thaw cycles. Primroses bloom early in spring, often appearing while traces of snow still linger. Their cheerful flowers in shades of yellow, pink, purple, and white signal that warmer weather is finally approaching. Protecting them properly through winter ensures you'll enjoy that early spring display year after year.
Plant number 7, Pansies. Did you know pansies are actually edible? These charming flowers with their distinctive faces are tougher than they look. They're hardy down to zone 4 and can survive surprisingly frigid temperatures when given appropriate protection. Winter care for pansies involves employing frost protection strategies. Cover them with mulch, pine straw, or specialized frost cloth when harsh cold is forecast. This covering serves double duty. It insulates against extreme temperatures and shields the plants from fierce winter winds. Wind is particularly problematic for pansies because these flowers need consistent moisture. Strong winds cause rapid dehydration, which can damage or kill the plants. Here's an exciting planting tip. You can actually plant pansies during late winter in many zones. This late winter planting allows the plants to establish themselves so they burst into bloom at the very first hint of spring warmth. That means you can have color in your garden weeks before most other plants wake up.
Plant number 8, coneflowers are absolute workhorses in the perennial garden. These native wildflowers are hardy across zones 3 through 9, meaning they handle both brutally cold winters and hot summers with equal ease. Their purple, pink petals and prominent cone-shaped centers attract butterflies, bees, and other beneficial pollinators throughout the growing season. Coneflowers are sun worshippers. They demand full, direct sunlight to perform their best. Plant them in the sunniest spots available in your garden. When cold weather arrives and the first hard frost kills the blooms, the plants enter dormancy. At this point, trim away all the dead stems close to ground level. After trimming, apply a 1 to 2 inch layer of mulch over the plant's crown. This mulch provides essential protection during the coldest months. Come spring, those seemingly dead roots will send up fresh new growth, and your coneflowers will bloom just as beautifully as they did the previous year. Many gardeners actually prefer leaving some seed heads standing through winter to feed birds, then cutting them back in early spring instead.
Plant number 9, Lily of the Valley. Don't let the delicate appearance fool you. Lily of the Valley is remarkably tough. This shade-tolerant perennial thrives in spots that receive only partial sunlight, making it perfect for those challenging areas under trees or along north-facing walls where many plants struggle. Lily of the Valley has an interesting defensive mechanism. It's poisonous to mammals. While this means you should handle it carefully and keep it away from pets and small children, this toxicity provides a significant advantage. Deer and rabbits completely avoid it, solving the browsing problems that plague so many shade gardens. The plant spreads steadily through underground rhizomes, eventually forming dense carpets of foliage topped with sweetly fragrant white bell-shaped flowers each spring. Once established, Lily of the Valley requires virtually no maintenance and returns faithfully year after year, regardless of winter severity.
Plant number 10, Wintergreen Boxwood. Rounding out our list is the wintergreen boxwood, an evergreen shrub that maintains its rich green color all winter long. It looks absolutely magnificent when covered with a blanket of fresh snow. This boxwood variety is hardy across zones 4 through 9, giving it excellent adaptability. Wintergreen boxwood has one critical requirement: substantial mulch protection. Why? Because this shrub develops shallow root systems that are vulnerable to freeze damage. Before winter arrives in full force, apply a thick layer of mulch around the base of each plant. This mulch insulates those shallow roots from extreme cold. Wintergreen boxwood is incredibly versatile in landscape design. Its dense growth habit and tolerance for pruning make it ideal for formal hedges, foundation plantings, or topiary shapes. Another significant advantage, this particular boxwood variety shows much better resistance to common boxwood pests and diseases compared to other cultivars.
Essential garden preparation steps for winter success. Now that you know which plants can handle winter, let me walk you through the critical preparation steps that'll set your entire garden up for cold weather success. Start by planting spring flowering bulbs during fall. Tulips, daffodils, crocuses, and hyacinths all need to be in the ground before winter so they can develop roots and go through the cold period they require for spring blooming. Remove all dying plants and clear away dead leaves from your garden beds. Dead plant material can harbor diseases and provide shelter for pests that'll attack healthy plants come spring. Drain your garden hoses completely and shut down irrigation systems. Water left inside hoses or pipes will freeze, expand, and cause expensive damage. Empty everything thoroughly. After the first killing frost arrives, cut back your perennial plants. This is crucial timing. Don't cut too early. If you trim perennials before that first hard frost, you deprive them of nutrients they're actively moving from leaves down into roots. Those nutrients are essential fuel for surviving winter and producing strong growth next spring. Spread fresh compost throughout all your garden beds. This compost application delivers a concentrated dose of nutrients that will slowly release throughout winter and into early spring. Here's a money-saving tip. Compost all those leaves you rake from your yard. They break down into rich, nutritious compost instead of going to the landfill. Label everything in your garden clearly. Come spring, you'll have no idea where specific plants are located unless you mark them now. Write plant names on popsicle sticks using permanent marker and push them into the soil near each plant. This prevents you from accidentally digging up dormant perennials when planting new additions in spring. Finally, right before the first freeze is forecast, cover your garden beds with mulch. This final mulch layer protects plant crowns and roots from the harshest temperatures. But here's an important warning. Don't apply this mulch too early in fall.
If you spread mulch while the weather is still relatively warm, mice will move into it and use your mulch as cozy winter housing. Those mice will then feed on your plant roots all winter long, causing significant damage. Wait until it's genuinely cold, so mice have already found alternative winter shelter elsewhere. Following these preparation steps transforms your garden from vulnerable to winter ready. Your plants will emerge healthier and stronger when spring finally arrives. Thank you so much for watching this guide from Seniors Gardening Advice. If you made it this far, you're clearly serious about creating a garden that looks beautiful 12 months a year, and I respect that dedication. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're building an amazing community of passionate gardeners, and your presence makes it even better. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our weekly uploads. Drop a comment telling me about your winter garden plans or any questions you have. I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore even more ways to keep your garden thriving. Until then, happy gardening!